The Bengals lost by a score of 16-10. They are 0-1 in the season. Here's a team that's won 36 games the last 3 years combined, but somehow they are 1-10 in the first 2 games of the season under Zac Taylor. Talking about the injury situation after that game where you saw so many mistakes. We're going to take you now to that news conference. Zac Taylor on tape moments ago.
We'll get into the week to evaluate both of them. I really think it's too early in the week to say on either one of them. The surgery went well for Chris on Friday, and so again we'll get to Wednesday, see where he's at. Same with T, same with Demarius. You know, he's been practicing, so he continues to progress and get better. And where he is for this weekend's game remains to be seen right now.
Was there any shot of T playing on Sunday, or was that kind of out of the question early? Once you got to Friday,
we just wanted to take it. You know, it happened Thursday. We wanted to see how he felt Friday and Saturday, and you know, wouldn't put him out there like that. So ultimately didn't play him.
We didn't get the injury report until after we talked to you on Friday. With Mims going to DNP, was that just because you knew he wasn't going to play? And
correct.
What's the plan for him this week?
We'll continue just to see where it goes, you know, and see how he's feeling. And you don't want to rush him into it too quickly. It's a rookie that you want to make sure is healthy. It's a pec injury, and so again, that's a big part of what he does. And so again, you just got to be mindful. He's starting to feel a lot better, starting to get in the groove of individual. We'll just again be very mindful before we bring him into full contact action.
How did you feel like Trent Brown played?
Good. You know, there was a play early in the game that he'd like to have back, but I thought he settled in. I thought the line as a whole gave us enough to win. You know, they gave us good protection, good in the run game. We just didn't get really an opportunity to establish what we want to do. We had the one drive where we started to run the ball really well, and then we got the ball back with 8 minutes left, down 9, so turned into a pass game from there. But thought that they gave us enough to win the game.
What would you say are the biggest improvements that need to be made to make the passing game more effective than it?
We allowed them to dictate the game. We got down 10-0, then 13-0, and at halftime, it was very clear it was going to be a limited possession game, and so then they get to dictate the flow. They get to play the coverage. They have a 2-score lead, and so you have to do a better job earlier in the game, really the first 3 possessions, gaining control, and so then you can dictate how the game's going to be played. And so it's as simple as that. We didn't give ourselves those opportunities early in the game in any phase, and so then you get in the second half, and it turns into the game you didn't want to play.
What did you think of Joe throwing the ball? How did he look to you?
Yeah, I thought he threw accurately. I think that everybody evaluates that game, myself, Joe, everybody, and we've all got to be better than what we gave. Obviously, when you lose and you score 10 points, it's not good enough for anybody, and none of us are proud of what we walked off the field in the first game of the season. But there's a lot to build on. There is a lot of positives that we're happy with, and we'll correct the mistakes that we made, and we'll be accountable for that, and we'll be able to move forward and put a much better effort forward going into next weekend.
In terms of depth of target, is there anything that when you go back and look at it, you say that maybe things could have maybe been a little bit deeper, or was that as short as you expected? I mean, what was your overall thoughts on the depth of the target?
Again, you know, like I'm saying, they were able to dictate the game after halftime with a 13-0 lead, and so again, we only had 6 normal down plays before the last drive of the half. We started to move the ball before the half. We fumbled on the 2-yard line, and then so we were able to move the ball. It was just too little, too late, and we didn't have the points to show for some of that movement. Fumbled in the end zone, got stopped on a 4th and 2, and so just again, we didn't give ourselves the opportunities we needed to win the game.
So how do you define normal down? I don't think I've heard that term before.
First, second down.